Hello everybody, welcome to part 10. In part 9 of this series we found this lovely 1919 KN with the King's Norton mint mark and this 10 Centesimi 1863 from Italy. Now I know it's not a British coin, but we do get a lot of penny sized coins turn up in these hunts, and I thought that's extremely good for condition for 1863. Vittorio Emanuele II there. And that will become part of the giveaway, which includes everything down here. Let's put that down there. All you have to do to win this is comment on all the videos in this series. As I said, this is number 10. There'll be one more after this. Then I'll pick a video at random. Then I'll pick a comment from that video at random. And the winner, the person that made that comment, gets all this lot. Got that many coins left out of a bag of 999. Probably this video and another one should complete it. Right, let's grab a handful and get on with it. Well, let's see what we've got here then. Straight away I can see a jersey penny, or as they called it, 1/12 of a shilling. And that is from 1660 to 1960, and that commemorates 300 years since the accession of Charles II to the throne. We find quite a lot of jerseys in these bags. There's an 1897, looking for a dot between the O and the N, and probably a dot underneath the Trident of Britannia, but I'll have to find a little bit more information on that one. There's 1962. George V, 1936 there. There's a shiny 66, got lots of them. There's a 1916. Is it a recessed ear? No, you can see the ear is not recessed, so that's the common one. 1965. 64. That's a shiny one. That's a 66. And another 66. 1882. So that's a young head Victoria. Actually the aged head, because it's after 1874. They did age the head a little bit. 1882, that's going to have an H mint mark because they've all got them. There we are, you can just about see the H underneath the two 8s. Well, I say all, but there are a few known to exist without the H mint mark, but they are very rare, extremely rare. Only a handful are known. We do have an 1882 on the board, but I believe it's in terrible condition, if I remember rightly. Let's have a look. Yeah, this one's better. The date is much clearer. Yeah, and that's very worn, so that can go down there as a little bit of an upgrade anyway. There we are. A couple more left from the first handful. 1904. Edward VII. And there's a Victoria. 1896. I'll just swap that 1904 as well, because the one I've just found is slightly better. Right then, there he is, Edward VII, 1902, high tide, that's common one. 1936, 63, there's a 1918, no mint mark. There's another 1918, is it another 19? Yep, but another no mint mark. 1903, now we're checking for the closed 3. It is a closed 3. We're looking for the open 3 there, and if you have a look at my last video, number 9, explained a little bit more in that one. Was that 1867? Let's see if we can focus on that. 1867, but it's in terrible condition. But I do believe it's one missing from the date run. Let's have a look. Yeah, 1867. Well, it fills another space. Get that down there. Right, 1963. There's a 1920. A 1907, but we do have a decent 1907. That's not too bad. George VI, 1945. There's a 1918, and there's a mint mark. Please be a KN. That's not a KN. It's an H mint mark. H for Heaton. Bit battered though, isn't it? It's a bit up there as well. I think the one on the board is better than this. And we've already got it, so I'll put that to one side. Okay, here we go. 1927. There's George V, and 1918, but that's just a plain one. There's an Edward VII. There's another 1907. That's not too good, that one. There's an 1895. At last, a Victoria 1895. That has been very elusive. Right, now I can show you what you're looking for in an 1895. Now, if you see the trident and the letter P, the distance between that is known as the 1mm gap. What you're looking for is a 2mm gap. Now, if you look at the one on the bottom, there is a bigger gap, a much bigger gap between the trident and the P, and that's known as the 2mm. I've never found one, but pre-decimal Dan Parker sent me this one. Thank you very much, Dan. So if you find one, about £8 to £10, I reckon that's worth. But beware, because on eBay they list them as 2mm gaps, but they're not. You can clearly see the difference if you compare it with a normal one. Much bigger gap there. At last we got a 1895 anyway. Alright, sorry you can't have my 2mm one, and this one's a little bit bent, but for now it fills a gap. So let's get it down there. 1895. Okay, let's carry on. We've got 1963. There's an 1899 Victoria. And there's a really grubby looking 1896. No, look at that. Not a 1950 as well in the same hand as an 1895. Look at that, 1950. Oh, it's got damage on it. It's not much, is it? Look at that, a 1950. Only 240,000 of these were made. Oh, that's not damage, is it? Is that just dirt? I think that might come away. I think that might wash off. Don't think it's actual damage. A 1950 penny. Only 240,000, did I just say that, were minted? So that's a very nice find. And even with that little bit of damage on, got to be talking a tenner, probably even more. I do have a decent one. I do have a decent 1950 penny, so that is going to be part of the giveaway. There we go. So that's not bad. Come on, what else we got? 1938. 1900. Got 1950. 1935, 1945, 1913, and 1927. Got to have another look at that. Look at that, lovely. 1950 penny. I think that will clean off. I won't do it myself. I'll let the winner have a go at that if they want to. Look at that space. You don't usually see that full. Hope we get a bingo line there, Smithy. That would be brilliant. Right, let's carry on then. 1939. There's a 1937. 1962. And there's George VI. 1946. Looking for a little dash, like a full stop stroke dash after the E, but I can't see anything. Let me just zoom in a little bit. No, nothing there on that one. That's a plain one. 1937. 1938. There's another Victoria. No, another 1895. What are the chances of that? This is the 10th video, and I find two in two handfuls. And it's a better condition than the one I put on the board, but sadly you can see straight away, without me even having to get the other coin out again, it's a small gap. So that's called the 1mm gap between the trident and the P. But I will swap it with the one I just put down there, because that one's a little bit bent. Where is it there? I'll swap it for there. That's better. There we go. There's a shiny one. That's going to be a 66. 1909. 1898. What we got here? 64. 1962. A 1938. And a 1912. I don't think that's got a mint mark though. No, it hasn't. Right, I don't think I'm going to top that, am I? So I'm going to leave this video here. Please subscribe. It's absolutely free. See you in the next one. That'll be number 11, and that'll be the final one. I just realised we didn't get any dirty coins in this video, did we? Still got to listen to the noise though.